Hi, I'm Sal,
And I'm Anne.
and we're from the 1% Happier and Healthier podcast. And this is our mini series for giving you small tips that will help you take small steps to live your happier and healthier life. And today we're talking about emotional patterns.
Mhm.
And this is where we find that we've got repeated patterns of emotional behavior. So, in a previous episode of the mini series, we've talked about triggers and
Mhm.
niggles,
Mhm.
but this is about increased awareness of where they become patterns.
Yeah. So where a pattern could form could be, for example, people pleasing. So you say yes to things, you get involved in things that you don't want to be involved in, but you're just trying to help and get that feedback of being worthy. And that's why you are a people pleaser. That makes sense.
Mm,
Yes, you're people pleaser. It's that loop of like, oh yes, I'll do that for you, or can I help you? And before you know it, you're really overwhelmed. You've got no time to do it, and you're actually feeling really anxious. But it's a loop that you keep continuing, and I think the thing is to become more aware of it and know that it's happening. So actually naming it in
yeah,
the first instance.
yeah. Because I guess if you recognize it, you could say, well, that's my people pleasing loop where I've been saying yes to everybody, doing things for everybody else, not putting myself first, becoming so busy I've got no time for myself, and then being resentful that you're the one doing everything. Nobody's doing anything for
No,
you.
yeah,
You're feeling resentful, and then that's impacting on your emotional state. So you could be naming that. That's my people
yeah.
pleasing loop.
Because if you label it, then you can start valuing what's happening, and also start valuing yourself because you're noticing what's happening.
Mhm.
And then that strengthens the new pattern that you will build up slowly but surely.
So what we're encouraging you to do is be noticing those niggles and triggers, but then noticing what happens. So what happens when that happens? Is it this is how I feel? And what does it lead to? And you'll notice that you have patterns over time.
Hmm.
And I think when you notice the repeating patterns, you can then do something about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You can then
absolutely.
start interrupting it. And just by pausing, even going, right, okay, this is how I'm
Yeah,
feeling again. I'm actually going to stop feeling like that. I'm just going to perhaps go back to my mood changing list that we talked about in another episode. Is I'm actually just going to put my favorite tune on and dance around the kitchen.
yeah,
I'm not going to get bothered by that thing
yes,
again.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because it's it noticing and taking control for you is what it's all about. Everything we generally talk about is about putting you first, but also taking control of the things that you can take control
Mm.
about, and you can take control over this.
And another common one is where perhaps something doesn't go to plan, something goes wrong, you made a mistake, perhaps you took the wrong turning when you were driving and you had to, I don't know, double back, or you took an extra 5 or 10 minutes, you missed that motorway junction or whatever. You can beat yourself up. And, that can be, that could go on for a whole
Oh yeah,
day or
yeah.
whatever. And actually, you just need to stop beating yourself up and move on.
Hmm.
So, that can be another quite a regular pattern
Yeah.
of just overthinking, being over self-critical, and actually just move on, just forget it. You made a mistake, so what?
And name it as your overthinking loop. Name it because it is a thing, but you can change it.
Mhm. So again, it's about awareness. It's about the awareness of the niggles and triggers, but recognizing the impact that they have and how they can become patterns in your life.
Hmm. And it's sort all these things that we speak to you about, all this work that we recommend that you do. It's not about changing something overnight. It's about those really, really small steps that you can take yourself to be happier and healthier.
Mhm. So yeah, this isn't an overnight thing. This is awareness every day, just building on those small steps.
Yeah. Thank you.